Good morning, girls. Wish you a very happy new year and have a great and successful year ahead. નવા વર્ષની ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છાઓ બધાને. After Diwali vacation, once again we are starting our online sessions. So welcome back for the communication skill and business writing lecture. If you remember, girls, in last few sessions I was explaining you about Unit 1. આપણે Unit 1 થી શરૂઆત કરી. Unit 1 is about communication. We saw different theories of communication. Still, 2 questions are remaining. But for a change, I thought we need to switch for the grammar. So, now for few lectures, you will be learning about grammar. In grammar, you have different 3 topics rather, in which I will be explaining you. I will be in fact starting from today prepositions. So let us start our journey about prepositions. You already have studied many times this topic, but to learn with examples in detail, for that we need to understand from its depth. Let's start to learn about prepositions. First of all, what is preposition? Or here we are going to learn about multiple prepositions. So let us know first meaning of preposition. A preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns and phrases to other words in the sentences. Preposition એટલે શું? તો કે એવા શબ્દો કે જે નાઉન, પ્રોનાઉન અને ઘણીવાર ફ્રેઝિસ અને બીજા શબ્દોને જોડવા માટે વાક્યમાં ઉપયોગમાં લેવાય છે. Prepositions are parts of speech. Now definitely we must know about the parts of speech, કે parts of speech શું છે. As we have noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjectives, conjunctions, interjections and prepositions. આ બધા જ પાર્ટ્સ ઓફ સ્પીચ છે. પાર્ટ્સ ઓફ સ્પીચ એટલે ખાસ કરીને તમે જ્યારે વાક્યનો ઉચ્ચાર કરો છો, જ્યારે તમે સેન્ટેન્સીસ બોલો છો, in that case you need these parts in your speech. Language becomes easier, or rather it is incomplete in itself without these parts of speech. Through these parts of speech, or with the help of these parts of speech, we are able to make a meaningful sentence. And what we mean by preposition? Preposition shows relationship with the noun. In another sense, બીજા અર્થમાં સમજીએ, then prepositions are short in words and they are generally placed directly in front of nouns. Prepositions are normally, if you have observed, short in words, like for example in, on, above, before, after. Except from phrases, we Usually observe that these words are smaller in size. Several of the most frequently used of words in English prepositions are to, on, at, for, with. These are the words we find these prepositions many a times in the language because we need to use these words again and again. Most of us use these prepositions naturally and they have become a part of the language. ખાસ કરીને તમારે ભારપૂર્વક એના દ્વારા જ તમે દર્શાવી કે સમજાવી શકો છો એવું નહીં, બટ ડેફિનેટલી these words are integral part of our speech or it has become important in our language. હવે જોઈએ કે પ્રેપોઝિશનના પ્રકાર કેટલા છે. પ્રેપોઝિશનના 3 પ્રકાર છે. Types of prepositions in which we divide these 3 different or into these 3 different categories. Number 1, prepositions of time. Number 2, preposition of place. And number 3, prepositions of direction. Prepositions are again, I tell you, divided into 3 types. Let us start first to know about prepositions of time. Time prepositions are those such as before, after, during, and until. If you observe this table carefully, in which I have given you time prepositions. Preposition of time એટલે કે સમય દર્શક શબ્દો, જેવા શબ્દો કે જેના દ્વારા તમે સમય દર્શાવી શકો. ખાસ કરીને such prepositions like before, after, during, until, at, in, on. For example, at is used for precise times. ચોક્કસ સમય દર્શાવવો હોય આપણે કે I will come at 1 o'clock. For example, તો તમે એટનો ઉપયોગ કરો છો and especially to show time. At 8 o'clock, at bedtime, at breakfast. જો તમે માર્ક કર્યું હોય તો it is used for precise time. In is used for months, years, decades, centuries and long periods of time. તો કે વધારે સમયગાળો દર્શાવવો હોય, કોઈ ટાઈમ સ્પાન દર્શાવવો હોય. તો કે હું 1991માં ઇંગ્લેન્ડ ગઈ હતી. I visited England in 1991. Isn't it? તો એના માટે તમારે ઇનનો ઉપયોગ કરવો પડે. ઇન ડિસેમ્બર સ્પેસિફિકલી કોઈ તમારે મંથ દર્શાવવો છે. દેન મૂવ ઓન ટુ ઓન. ત્રીજો સમયદર્શક શબ્દ ઓન છે. On is used for days and dates. My birthday, for example, is on 19th June. On, specifically. So here it is written like on a summer evening, on Christmas Day, on Christmas, on Friday. These shows specifically time. Apart from this, other prepositions like before, after, during, until, all this reveals what? It reveals time preposition, or these are different examples of time preposition. Taking the example, prepositions of time That example or number of examples are revealing what? These are revealed through underline, these are revealed through bold category, and for our easier identification, these are lined, underlined words. Starting with the first word, I was born on July 4th, 1982. Isn't it જોયું તમે માર્ક કર્યું? I was born in 1982. I was born at exactly 2 a.m. I was 2 minutes before my twin brother. So here the examples of before and after is also or they are given. I was born after the Great War ended. So all these examples are revealing prepositions of time. The examples are making our sense clear that 5 prepositions used to indicate when something happened. However, there is a set of rules or set of rule to make use of prepositions. દરેક prepositionનો ઉપયોગ ચોક્કસ નિયમ પ્રમાણે થવો જોઈએ એવું કહેવા માંગે છે. For years, months, seasons and centuries and time of the day, we use time prepositions. Now, moving on to preposition in. હજુ આપણે ટાઈમ preposition જ સમજીએ છીએ કે જેમાં આપણે ઇનના એક્ઝામ્પલ્સ જોવાના જ છે. I first met John in 1987. It is always cold in January. Easter falls in spring each year. The Second World War occurred in the 20th century. We eat breakfast in the morning. So you might have observed that this preposition of in is used to reveal specific year, specifically for month, for season, for century. In is used. For days, dates and specific holidays, use preposition on. We go to school on Monday, but not on Sunday. Christmas is on December 25. Buy me present on my birthday. For time indicators of exception and festivals, we use preposition at. Again, different examples why I have selected to get your clarification or to get more clarification for yourself. Like if I take the example for at ના ઉદાહરણ જોઈએ તો families often argue at Christmas time. I work faster at night. Her shift finished at 7 p.m. So before and after should be much easier to understand than the other examples of preposition of time. કારણ કે સમય અગેઇન દર્શક શબ્દો છે. બિફોર એટલે પહેલાં અને આફ્ટર એટલે પછી. બોથ આર યુઝ ટુ એક્સપ્લેન વેન સમથિંગ happens or will happen, but specifically in relation to other things. For example, like before I discovered this bar, I used to go straight home after work. Next is David comes before Joseph in the line, but after Lucy. Other prepositions of time could include during, about, around, until, and through. For example, the concert will be staged through the month of the May. I learned I learned how to do skipping during the holidays. He usually arrives around 3 p.m. I was about 6 in the morning when we woke up. The store is open until the midnight. So, girls, if you have observed, then we completed the preposition of time. ફરીથી જોઈ લઈએ. Let's revise from the beginning. My better suggestion for you girls, that is, whatever we started from the beginning, just revise it. You never know when the exam will come, but you should be in the preparation. તમારા તૈયારીમાં રહેવું જોઈએ. સૌથી પહેલાં આપણે જે યુનિટ 1 સ્ટાર્ટ કર્યું, એ યુનિટ 1ના જેટલા ટોપિક્સ છે, બરાબર, જેટલી શોર્ટ નોટ્સ છે, જેટલા લોંગ ક્વેશ્ચન્સ છે, હજુ યુનિટ 1 બાકી છે. બટ whatever we have done, please revise it. Please write it in your classwork. Do make the revision, do write it down again and again for the points, to revise everything. Then go for the new topic. This is from unit 3. જો તમને યાદ હોય તો મેં તમને સિલેબસ એક્સપ્લેન કર્યો હતો. This unit is of 20 marks, total 20 marks. 20 marksમાં તમારા 3 ટોપિક છે. Out of 3 topics, this topic is the first one, prepositions. From this, the blanks will be asked. તમને fill in the blanks પૂછવામાં આવશે. Right? So for that, you need to be making preparation properly. In this session, I told you about the meaning of preposition, then the types of preposition, and later I focused on the preposition of time. એમાં આપણે 3 prepositions જોયા. In, on, at. Main, these 3 we use to show time. ફરીથી, preposition means such linking words for nouns, pronouns and phrases in the sentences. It shows relationship with the noun. For example, હું એવું કહું કે cat is sitting below the table. તો સબ્જેક્ટ કોણ છે? ઓબ્વિયસલી કેટ છે, બરાબર. તો સ્થળ દર્શક શબ્દ દ્વારા હવે અબવ, બિલો એ સ્થળ દર્શક શબ્દો થયા, બરાબર. તો કેટ એક્ઝેક્ટલી ક્યાં બેઠેલી છે? તો કે કેટ ટેબલની નીચે બેઠેલી છે. ઇટ શોઝ અગેઇન પ્રોપર ડાયરેક્શન. તો આપણને શું ખ્યાલ આવે છે? નાઉન સાથેનો એનો સહસંબંધ, કે ક્યાં બેઠેલી છે, કોણ બેઠેલું છે? તો કે બિલાડી. કેટ ઇઝ સિટિંગ એક્ઝેક્ટલી વેર? કેટ ઇઝ સિટિંગ બિલો ધ ટેબલ. તો આપણને ખ્યાલ આવે છે. એન્ડ અગેઇન ઇટ શોઝ ધ રિલેશનશિપ વિથ ધ નાઉન. ધીઝ વર્ડ્સ આર શોર્ટર comparatively. Frequently used prepositions are like to, on, at, for, with. આ બધા જનો આપણે મેક્સિમમ ઉપયોગ કરીએ છીએ, right? And these are the types. This you have to study properly. This you are supposed to draw, or you will be drawing in your classwork. આ તમારે ડ્રો કરવાનું છે, in which you are mentioning at, in and on. Then after, different examples will give you the clarification about the difference between on, in and at. એના દ્વારા તમે ઓળખી શકશો. This will make your senses very clear. For example, in we observed, then on, through on, and for at we observe these different prepositions. Even from the examples of through, during, around, until, time prepositions we understood. Okay, hereby I am ending the session, girls. I wish and I expect that you make the revision of this. In the next session of next week, I'll be discussing about the preposition of place, preposition of place and preposition of direction. બીજા બે પ્રકાર આપણે પછી ડિસ્કસ કરશું and then I'll be giving you the exercise that you are supposed to solve in your class work. So that would be a kind of an exercise or homework you can consider for your practice. Whatever you learn, you can directly apply your knowledge into blanks. So I wish, girls, and I expect that you have understood it properly. Do make the revision of it. Thank you very much, girls, and we'll meet in the next week for the new session. Good day.